Handheld gaming devices. Handheld gaming devices. I don't even need a Stuart Chaffee soundboard anymore. Sam.
That's great news. It's great news. And I gotta tell you, very excited about not only Chaffee, I'm enjoying watching that, but dropping in just for a quick blast of Warzone as well.
It's coming thick. It's coming fast. And we're timing it just right as we get to the fucking plane screen.
It's as plain as day. Let's do this.
Chat topics. Chat topics. We've got a lovely situation just brewing there to the left.
Targets are up. Get to work.
Captain Sack, thanks for the tip. And we do have Stuart Chaffee coming right up after this.
Your man is DDoSing ya. He's fucking up your radar. He's downstairs.
He's running around like a rat in town, and it's a damn shame that he got away. Don't know where he went to. Could be down there somewhere. We're in some kind of museum sort of thing. I'm not sure. But it's a damn shame that Blue Sky is tipping away. But it's not a damn shame. Thank you very much.
Enemy UAV active.
He's out here. Here he is. How the fuck is he not dead there? Where did he go?
Positive ID on multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your attack map.
Must have disappeared or something must have... Oh! Hey, Chatterlocks!
Crazy bit of biz. He took one to the slug bullet. And we've another cheeky little chappy over here. Drum Drum the Dodo. Thank you very much. Another cheeky little bit of business over here. Inside the damn Land Rover. And it's a damn shame that he crashed that into the rocks on the way out of the road trying to find a bit of life.
It's a damn shame you don't know what you're doing with the fucking sniper rifle. You'd want to put those big boys' toys away. I recommend you stick to the silly guns for the silly buggers.
Thank you very much, sir, Hanley Man, and Paul Mishkel, and Dundum the Dodo as well. Thank you very much. I'm after noticing the screen, the fucking picture needs reframing or resizing on OBS. But I'm too far into this now to be arse changing it. I don't want to get... If I go to change that, I'll probably get killed.
Your best half just keeping the ears open and the awareness primed. Thank you very much.
JLTV here.
Silage. Thank you very much. You gonna go down for the carrying down there? Nice. Nice to have a couple of wheels. Or 4 wheels, should I say. 4 wheels good. 2 wheels bad. Johnson's wireless printer, thank you very much. And Rusty Bullet Hole Bandit, thank you. Francis makes his way to a petrol station to raid that place of all its goods and sundries. Portable radar there, very nice. Couple of €100 in the till. Bit of Christmas money. Mortar strike, don't mind if I do. Decoy grenade. Heartbeat sensor, stick that into the pocket. Lovely bit of Cowraboyle. Loyalty tag. Dish count here.
We're well and truly underway here. We've got the M4. We'll bother with that? Nah. I like the fucking quick draw action of the M4. It's nice and fast, and I'm not great with the sniper rifle, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Crisp. Thank you very much, Crisp. Crisp beats, crispy beats. And I tell you what, this is the situation now. It's called Warzone Suffocation Street. Where we utilize the moving of the gas in order to starve enemy soldiers of air. And what we do is we get a vehicle. CD-ROM, thank you very much, CD-ROM. We get a car like this, we go on the hunt to find some stragglers, and we block their points of exit. So then they are starved of air from the gas. It's cheap, it's not great entertainment, but it gets the ball rolling.
It really does. So far, nothing really happening. Nobody starved. Could be a chance to get a UAV out the box down here and use that nicely. Horsebox, Sean Quinn, thank you very much. And that's the UAV there. Not gonna pop a jet. Pop a Shango. Pure Connemara sand.
And there we have a couple of stragglers down around here up on the sand inside a garage up here. Let's have a look and see what kind of value we can dispatch towards them at pace. He's hiding in the corner. Take that. Eat it. Tell me how it tastes. Take another one. Taste it. Tell me what you think. Take that. Take them and tell me how you took them.
Sensual bit of... fuck the radar up. Tried to use the radar C and put the radar C in the car. Didn't work out. It's a waste of a radar. And now, get that door closed and feel the dream inside here. Is there anything doing? Is there anything happening? I can hear footsteps. Where's that your grenade? Right.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Now somebody can see you.
Pretty sure I seen another person on the radar around this point here. There was someone in that garage where we were, and then there's someone around here. CD-RAM, thank you very much. Fuck it. We get back on the road. See if there's anything going around here down near the end zone. See if there's... Oh. Jukebox Connors, thank you very much. We're out the end zone here. We took a few shots. We heard a few shots. We didn't take any to the main frame of the vehicular. But we do know that there's a straggle pus around here somewhere. Is there anything to be done? Can't see him. Can't see him. This was where we were before. We didn't collect all the cash from this booking though. Thank you very much, SK. And we've a loadout drop somewhere in the back of beyond. We might not get it. We'll fill up and repair the car here just for the time being. Hopefully we don't get sniped. Fucking can't stop talking like that ever since I seen the video of the doctor. Found out the name, Dr. Timothy Carroll, I think. And he speaks like that the whole time. I watched another video on YouTube of him speaking. I think he might be part of the National Party or the Freedom Party or something. But he talks at length like this, emphasizing the N-words and making a holy show of the sentence altogether. It actually goes into a little bit of Reverend Lovejoy at points. Thank you very much, Maud Gunn and Paper Towel and Mark Delaney.
I'd say just shut up and focus on the situation here. You're still on for the 50 bomb. So let's keep it going.
Avatar, thank you very much. The best movie ever. I can't believe that Avatar 2 is even happening. The first one absolutely stank.
I thought it was great myself now.
Avatar.
The little blue fellas.
Yeah, the alien lads, like the blue aliens.
Little blue lads out in the forest. I thought that was a great film now.
I thought it absolutely stank. I went to see it in 3D in Galway Eye, and now there's someone firing from the back of beyond. It's time to maybe hunker down up here somewhere. Maybe get the load out. Oh. Fuck.
Mortar support incoming!
He's taking my car. Come on. Still in the car, is he? Come on. He must have got out or something.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Fuck, Fennec and M4, the fuck. No. Fuck! Fucking Fennec. He took a full clip of... I tell you this, I tell you no more. The fella on top of the building there took a full clip of Fennec to the face. It was more than enough damage to have incapacitated many. It incapacitated him not. And I gotta tell you something else. What an absolute travesty of justice it was that I had to whip out the M4 for a finishing scenario too.
I think you've done that voice enough now. It's time to give up the ghost on that. To be honest, it's getting on my nerves.
You haven't heard the last of that voice yet, Tom.
I think it's best that you give it up now. It's probably getting annoying for a lot of people who...
Enemy dropping into the AO.
You have another one. It's time to get the Fennec out, Father Fennec, for a bit of mass.
Maybe this could be the new character now, Father Fennec. Welcome all of ye to the top of the house, where we're getting a load out. We might just stay up here. Thank you very much, Jay Rizzler.
Moving here. Enemy soldier incoming.
Fucking hell.
Area is clear.
Lovely bit of stuff. You've only a small clip in the M4 though, that's the thing. You've sacrificed a larger clip for different attachments, stability and accuracy. So you need to make those shots count. Four body bags so far, friend.
Only 20
You're coming through on my line there, Tom.
4 body bags so far, Francis. You're still on. You're not on for the 50, I don't think, but you could still make the 25 bomb.
I'd say We want to fucking head up to the mountainside, the mountain top, like there. Annie, thank you. And CD Ram. And someone else, I didn't get you, I'll get you at the end. This is where it gets freaky. Will this fucker see me? See, I should have had... Oh! Oh! I should have been driving that car, not him. Ah, bollocks. Ah, fuck that. Fuck.
First complex came to Las Vegas back in 1978.
Stu is only coming through on one side. Sorry, I put the face back on. Stu's only coming through on one side there, which makes this episode, thank you very much, Andy the Fork and Keelan Lennon, thank you very much, and Annie and CD Ram and Sergeant Bill Tormey and Jay Rizla. I think there might have been a couple of other people who tipped there during the Warzone. Fucking Snore Zone. I would play that all night. And the other thing is that it gets me... after repeatedly getting killed time and time again, it just makes me feel empty inside. So I think it's just best to fucking put a hole in that put a dot on the end of that sentence, maybe after one. You know, and go at it hard and proper and true style another time. But right now, Stu Chaffee would really, really take the edge off at the moment. Thank you very much, O'Brien's Wines, Jay Rizla, Avatar Best Movie, Mark Delaney, Maud Gone. Thank you very much. Any chance of a shout out from Tommy to Charlie, a fellow bus merchant who has just finished his degree in the Qatar Institute of Busonomics, or Busonomics. Sorry, I thought that was like a Gary Busey style university degree there. Let me see. Do we even have Tom set up? We know that we have Tom there, Tom. We do have you, Tom, do we? Tom? Fucking hell. Tom, we do have you there, Tom. We do, yeah? Tom? We do have you, Tom, there, Tom, yeah? Tom?
How are you getting on? What's the story?
Not too bad, Tom. Thanks very much for coming back to us there when I asked you to. Any chance of a shout out to Charlie there from Maud Gone Long Time Now?
How are you getting on there, Morgan? Hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for the tip, and thank you. A big shout out to Charlie. And well done on finishing your degree. And thank you very much as well to Andy the Fork. Very, very kind of you there. Now, we sort out the Chaffee. Is there any fiddling around you could do with the audio file to make it pump out, balance the levels so so to speak?
I don't know, a bit of indigestion there from the dinner. Finish that tea and then chase that down with a sip of water there. Really nice stuff. New technology file system. Thank you very much. Where is this now? I don't know where. Oh yeah, we go to Elgato. We go to that. We change the level. Audio properties, advanced audio properties. Let's press play on Chaffee and see what we get there for a moment.
In fact, it's been so long since that original Comdex, it's hard to find anybody who knows what the letters Comdex stand for. The Computer Dealer's Exposition.
Oh,
Nowadays,
no, it's not. How the fuck would you... I remember getting this to work before when we had... What? Can you hear me? Could you hear Tom, no? Like the stream, help Francis, save Francis. Can't hear a thing, says Z. Are you on about me or are you on about Stu? Because I can see my levels there. Right. Maybe we just go to another episode then. I got this working before. That's the fucking kicker. Just 1 second there. We'll see if we can do this. At that. It could be a case of fucking around with the audio from this computer here. Sound. Output. Sound preferences. Output. Multi-output device. No, it's fucked. Think about this though. I did it before. I did this before. I remember doing it. It's gone. I actually can't remember. It will have to go through a different Computer Chronicles episode. That's no problem. They're all beautiful episodes anyway. It's grand. Whether or not though we're gonna get that sweet stereo sound is another matter entirely. Let's stop that music there. Stuart's coming through on one side, so we get out of that. We go back to 1993 episodes of just random playlists there. I was looking to see if there was any screensavers and wallpapers, a whole episode on that. High-tech Israel. Could it be a bit of tech washing that went on there? Creative Writing, Consumer Electronics, Show 1993.
IBM is here.
That sounds good. It's a full-on, you get the 2 bars there. Maybe, maybe the screensavers and wallpapers, because that really would be clawing at every conceivable fucking angle to get a bit of juice going.
Long, it burns into the phosphor.
And a lovely explanation from Stu as to what this technology is all about. Screen burn he's telling us about here.
This is what happens if you leave one image on your computer display for too long. It burns into the phosphor coating on the screen, and you may have to look at that image forever. The solution is screensaver software. But screensavers have come along.
He's remarkably tucked there with that shirt into those pants, those chinos. And this is a real computer graveyard he's in at the moment. Monitor graveyard.
Away from a tool originally designed to prevent computer burn-in to a multi-million-dollar computer toy business. Today we'll take
computer toy business.
a look at screensavers, wallpaper, and more on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. and by Hewlett-Packard, Personal Computer Division.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. With me today is Gina Smith, Editor-in-Chief of Electronic Entertainment Magazine. I guess we're talking about electronic entertainment here. These are screensavers, animated wallpapers. Look at this, an entire rack of CD-ROMs, nothing but wallpapers and screensavers,
And
right?
these are screensavers for the discriminating. These aren't little toasters. They're really beautiful 256 color photos.
Amazing.
Gorgeous
Now,
stuff.
let me show you one screen.
Amazing.
This is a new generation of stuff. This is Pixel Play for the Macintosh. These are QuickTime video screensavers. No more just the toasters and Goofy rocking across your screen. Look and listen to this.
What?
You're going to get any work done,
Wow.
right?
We've
You're
come a
gonna-
long way from
You're going to look at your
toasters.
screensavers the whole time. What do you have over there, Gina?
This is animated wallpaper.
Screensavers the whole time.
We've come a long way from
You're going to look at your
toasters.
screensavers the whole time. What do you have over there, Gina?
This is animated wallpaper for Windows. It's called Crystal Walls. It's from Domain Virtual World. This one is called Koi. Wherever you click,
And
Nice
a little
bit of
picture
koi
flower.
carp you
That's
got
real
there.
collective.
you can
That's-
control the color of the fish and how many fish and how
Okay.
fast they swim.
What else?
Nice koi carp you got in your pool there, Jim. Where'd you buy? Oh, it's not even a pool. It's a screensaver. Fucking hell. I actually thought that was a real pool of fish you had there, Jim.
This is in this package.
Another one I really like here. There are 18 ones to choose from, but I keep coming back to the Sharpays.
And these are dogs.
These are Chinese,
Chinese
dogs.
dogs.
Have you ever seen these before?
No.
They're
Sharpays.
real ugly. But they're also kind of cute. And they follow your cursor all
And
around.
they turn around
And
and look.
occasionally they bark. And they do things. And I'm sure while we're standing here, one of them may bark.
Gina, this is a lot of fun, but I mean, they're really not even screensavers.
It's a lot of fun. I don't know about that.
Bizarre phenomenon.
Gina, this is a lot of fun, but I mean, they're really not even screensavers anymore,
It's
right?
a bizarre phenomenon.
Stu's fucking perplexed by this situation. It warrants further questioning and a further inquisition. This is not even screensavers anymore, Gina. What the fuck is going on?
Bark.
Gina, this is a lot of fun, but I mean, they're really not even screensavers anymore,
It's
right?
a bizarre phenomenon. There was one. $20 million market, and they don't even save your screen anymore. The only explanation is people just like to have fun.
Want to
and
have fun on
it's
your
a
computer.
nice diversion.
Why not? All right, today we'll examine the
Why
fascination
not as
computer
well?
users
That-
have
that-
with putting funny pictures or pretty scenes on their
If the proof is in the pudding, the power is in the applications. One of my favorite all-time Stuart Chaffee quotes. Thanks very much, Pineapple. Buy yourself a few screensavers.
computer screens. Now, some of the funniest pictures come from cartoons, and one of the most popular new screensavers features the comic strip characters Opus and Bill. We caught up with their
Never heard of these comic strip characters, Opus and Bill. I don't know about you, but let's see.
creator, Berkeley Breathed, at the recent Comdeck show.
I think in a year or two,
Can the episode volume come up a bit? Maybe it's because I'm so loud. Is it? Maybe what if I reduce my volume of my mic? Oh my god, look at this guy. Fucking hell. What's going on? He's got those things that plug into the back of the glasses to hold them over your neck. But he's gone for like a hyper glazed lens selection. Hyper stylized sunglasses lens selection, polarized probably, anti-glare on those guys, scratch resistance, Zeiss. He's gone Zeiss. He had the money. You could tell he had the money because look at the hair. He's got the jacket, and he's really gone Zeiss on those lenses. It's too quiet. Let's see what we can do about that again. We go to the Elgato volume there. We put that in the advanced properties there. And we turn that volume up a few decibelations. I'd say we're going to crank that up to about 4 decibels higher. Now we'll hit that guy.
we're going to be doing stuff that looks just as good as what you see on your television screen, and it's going to be,
Maybe
I
about
think,
that.
things that people are not used to seeing on their computer screen.
That's something that people aren't used to seeing on their computer screen is stuff that makes you laugh. Berkeley Breathed found the world of computers cold and devoid of humor. That's why he entered the software game with Delrina, publishers of the Opus and Bill screensaver.
This is Opus and Bill. Never heard of them, but big news. Big news back in 1993.
People haven't laughed at a computer screen before, and you can get all the whiz-bang
screensavers you want. But we're trying to elicit the toughest thing, which is the toughest thing to get out of a reader or a watcher, which is a giggle.
Rival screensaver publisher Berkeley Systems didn't think it was too funny
They
when
actually
Opus
had to put a man inside that machine.
rival screen
There was a fucking man inside that machine. He had a nasty turn after day 3 of the exhibition because they forgot that he was in there. They left him in. Derek was his name, and they had to fucking take him to hospital. But he survived.
screensaver publisher Berkeley
His job was just to move the wings like that, and he was on $300 a day. Would you believe? They forgot about him. Just goes to show you, like, there's very little consideration out there in the tech world for the real meat and potatoes kind of workers, you know?
Systems didn't think it was too funny when Opus the Penguin shot down flying toasters in the original Opus and Bill program. A reissued version shows propeller-driven toasters, a concession to the apparent difference in First Amendment rights between software and a printed comic strip.
I was expecting them to react.
What the fuck is that about? It's not even funny, and they're saying it needed humor.
I didn't expect a lawsuit.
Opus and Bill's on-screen antics will carry on regardless. Plans are underway to supply new screensaver modules on a quarterly basis to those who join the Opus and Bill Hackers Club. Breathed says it's about time we indulged in what is unabashedly entertainment for our computers.
You're in the middle of a day, and there's Opus yanking his trousers up and down. It kind of breaks things up, and I think it's a new dynamic within the industry that hasn't been touched on yet, about entertaining people with laughter in the middle of their workday. And we think we've stumbled upon something.
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Janelle
He's going
Patterson.
on like he's fucking Steve Jobs or something. And here he is signing autograph, like signing copies, like he's fucking a rock star.
We've stumbled, entertaining people with laughter in the middle of their workday. And we think we've stumbled upon something.
You know, maybe we stumbled upon something here. Like he's on the brink of discovering a new fucking product that's gonna rock the world.
For the Computer
It was a screensaver of a cartoon shooting a toaster.
Chronicles, I'm Janelle Patterson.
Crazy. Go Chronicles. Go Chronic.
The comics and the movies seem to dominate screensavers, from Mickey Mouse to
that was
Captain
a
Kirk.
trademark
Here to show us some of the most
head turn there. Just quickly see that again. Look at the stance. 3 lads lined up ready to fucking take Stu on. Hardcore style. That desk, specially made. Look, it's a triple dogleg desk. It's a fucking Tetris piece of a desk. That really was a customized job like none other. And look at the situation here. We forget sometimes that we can go in for a closer look, another look at the situation. Chino Gang represent. Chino Gang represent. And it's a lovely lineup of chino stew with the brown shoe combination. Then we've got light white chino with brown shoe combination. We've got another stew with just tan. It's a tan Tommy Schlug special shoe. A lovely fucking overriding cuff. Really making a Hames of the whole setup. And what I like about that, he's gone for the cross-legged stew stance. It's an interesting piece. And this guy has gone for a free and easy, carefree, not going to cross the legs vibe. But he's definitely going with, you bet your ass he's going to fucking stick that hand in his pocket. And he's playing snooker while he's waiting. Because he knows he's 2 men deep. He's 3 men deep before he gets a load of stew. So he's going to piss about with his mouse and play with his balls, while the other 2 receive stew at pace. Stew, ready for the cue. Head down. Business as usual, ready to fucking rock. Wait till you see, once the camera's on Stew, wait till you see this head snap right now. And look at this desk. It's a 1 2, 3, and fuck, dare I say, we might even have a 4th spoke on that desk as well. It's a crazy bit of carpentry, even if it was made of wood. There he is. And this is the man.
The comics and the movies seem to dominate screensavers, from Mickey Mouse to Captain Kirk. Here to show us some of the most popular new screensaver characters are Will Chase of Berkeley Systems. We have Jonathan Schwartz from ImageSmith and
Jay Schwartz. Bill Chase and Jay Schwartz.
screensaver characters are Will Chase of Berkeley Systems. We have Jonathan Schwartz from ImageSmith.
I just want to say, why is this fucking audio is coming through on my computer, but I want it coming through the headphones? Just, for fuck's sake. Let's see this now. Sorry about the swearing there. Don't worry about that now. Don't worry about that one bit. Maybe the HD 60. And then we get on to our... Let's see this.
And also Jim
Now you can hear it, but I can't hear it. But what if we do something like this? Monitor that. We hit play.
Edmonds from
Beautiful. Now I can really get stupendously stupefied.
Chase of Berkeley
But
Systems.
stew in
we have
fucking
Jonathan
both
Schwartz
ears
from
here.
ImageSmith and also Jim Edmonds from Asymmetrics. All right, Will, let's
Jim Edmonds from Asymmetrics down the back there, and it is only a 3-spoke desk. I'll let this roll now.
start with you. And you guys at Berkeley Systems kind of tapped into a responsive vein here with all the screensaver stuff. But I see now you're calling it desktop art in this package, screen posters, sort of evolved into a sort of a new definition of what this stuff is, huh?
Exactly. This is still image screensaver from Berkeley Systems, as well as the ability to personalize your actual desktop.
So we're sort of accepting the fact we're not just saving screens or having fun on the computer.
Exactly.
Here. All right, show me what we can do with the Marvel comics. There's a great one.
That is a great image right there. Now, Marvel Screen Posters comes with over
rubbish
35
stuff.
different
X-Men, is it? Fucking Marvel.
images from the world of Marvel Comics. Includes origin pages, historic covers, superheroes, villains, mutants, everything you've come to know and love from Marvel.
Everything you've come to know and love. I didn't know about them, and I didn't love them. And you know why I didn't love them? Because I didn't know about them. And you know why I didn't know about them? Because I didn't love them. Virtual Girl Desktop, thank you very much. Jackie, thank you very much.
Comics. It
All right, so it's sort of
goes through all
cycling on
these
its
great
own
transitions.
through some of the characters.
Exactly. You got Silver Surfer right here. It features Spider-Man, X-Men, Silver Surfer, as you see, the Incredible Hulk, the Thor, everybody.
Show me what the interface looks like and how I would pick which image I want to put on my screen.
Okay, we'll do.
Oh, there's a great
So
one.
there's
too.
a desktop poster we've got going on right now. Now you open up After Dark, and Marvel Comics is actually a module that runs under After Dark.
Okay.
So it ships with After Dark. So all you have to do is click on Screensaver to configure your screensaver options, and it'll bring up a graphical browser, and you can cruise through these various images. Just pick whichever ones you want to run for your screensaver.
Okay.
You can select all or none or whatever. And when you're done with that, you just click OK. Now, if you want to create a new screen poster for yourself, personalize your desktop, you click on Screen Poster, and you run through the graphical browser again. You can pick any of these images. Let's pick out one down here at the bottom that I particularly like.
Okay.
After Dark was genuinely a big success back then, a huge success, as Johnson's Lobster. Was After Dark that collection of screensavers that I was on about there a couple of years ago? The one that had like a gorilla in a fucking electric chair, and then the professor, like when it got to 12 p.m. they fucking electrocuted it. That's it, yeah. I did that on a stream.
Click on this and you click Install. And now what this does is it will decompress the image. It's a JPEG compressed image. It'll automatically decompress it for you and put it up on your desktop. Now you can surround the poster with black in case it doesn't fill the entire screen. It'll tell you how much memory is going to be required to keep that image there.
Right. What's the info button?
Well, the info button provides information about the image. It has trivia, historical information, trivia about Marvel
So I don't only get
themselves.
the picture, I can find out about Spider-Man and
Exactly.
all that
So you
stuff.
click on info and it brings up all this really
Okay.
interesting information about
And so we got that
Spider-Man
image
and
up there
characters.
now, full screen if we wanted it.
Yeah. So I'll click done. and close after dark, and you'll be able to see
That's great.
your image right there.
Okay, thanks a lot, Will.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, let's take a
thanks.
look at what you guys have over here at ImageSmith,
That's
Jonathan.
Will
and
done.
I guess you
Will will
licensed
stay there. Don't move, Will. When we're done with you, don't move. Just pretend that you're fucking still doing stuff on the computer. Glad. That's what he was said to him at the beginning of the
the
show.
Snoopy characters?
That's right, from Charles Schultz in Santa Rosa, a local Bay Area resident.
Okay, so show me what I can do with Snoopy on my computer.
Sure, we have 3 or 4 ways we can let you customize your system with the Snoopy characters. The first way.
Snoopy. They've got like real professional people on to talk about fucking Snoopy and X-Men. And Stu's like, oh, it's really cool. Just tell me about the Snoopy stuff you got going on. So you got some
Look
Snoopy?
at what you guys have over here at
You guys,
ImageSmith,
you guys work with Snoopy, right?
Jonathan, and I guess you licensed the Snoopy characters?
That's right, from Charles Schultz in Santa Rosa, a local Bay Area resident.
Okay, so show me what I can do with Snoopy on my computer.
Sure, we have 3 or 4 ways we can let you customize your
Image Smith. Your Jonathan Schwartz was an Image Smith, or he worked for a company called Image Smith.
system with the Snoopy characters. The first way is with icon stickers, so you can actually replace
So I can replace my icons with these cute characters?
your hard drive, or in this
which
case, a
you
letter
did,
from
yeah.
Computer Chronicles.
Uh-huh.
Another way is through wallpaper. We call this magic patterns, and we have both noisy and loud patterns, and that refers to the graphical noisiness. Let's try one from the quiet, and pick a good one.
Oh, they're nice.
One of my
Very
one of my
nice.
favorites is Charlie Brown's sweater.
Okay.
Fake
That's a quiet
laugh
one, I
stew.
That's supposed to be a quiet one.
Okay. Oh, nice.
One of my favorites is Charlie Brown's sweater.
Okay. That's a quiet one, I assume.
That's supposed to be a quiet one.
Okay.
And then what's a screensaver without the Berkeley Systems After Dark engine? We load that in or include that in with a package. And one of the 8 modules that comes along with it is the dance module, where the characters will get up and dance through 4 different songs completely randomly. And this will be kicking in.
Look at Stu's hand here. It seems to be indicating, it's a tell that this is boring. He knows it's boring.
Characters will get up and
Keep
dance
watching this
through
little
4 different
movement.
songs
Look at that,
completely
look.
randomly. And this will be kicking in a second.
All right, so you don't know which
Absolutely bored to tears, man. He's fucking tearing the skin off his thumb. Because this is shit.
character is going to be.
No.
Okay.
And after hearing this for a couple of frames, you find someone is definitely whistling around the office.
All right, so you have 7 computers all doing this inside your office. That's all you need, huh?
Well, you can turn the sound off, and there's a
Okay.
volume control and a
All
sound.
right, what else can you show me?
Let's look at Literary Ace, another one of my favorites. It's a Snoopy character that actually gets up at night and gets out his typewriter and types.
We've read those strips.
the
Oh,
strips.
and we actually watch him doing it. Huh?
He's actually creating stories.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Fontaine. Thank you
They're
very much.
completely
Look
random.
at Stu
That's
here
the way
just
it actually
slyly
gets. Let's look at
taking the
Literary Ace.
fucking the notepad and pen out from the side here while your man's talking.
Another one of my favorites.
He needs to just
It's,
get on with the
a Snoopy
interview.
character that actually gets up.
That was a kind of non-verbal way of saying to the guy, don't make me get the fucking bullet points out, man. You know, get going, move along here, because this is getting boring. Snoopy shit. Peanuts is shit. Make it move fast. Otherwise, I'm going to consult the
at
clipboard.
night and gets out his typewriter and types.
We've read those strips.
the
Oh,
strips.
and we actually watch him doing it. Huh?
He's actually creating stories. They're completely random. They're from
So every
hundreds of
time
different-
he types another story.
That's exactly right. Small screen, small stories. If you have a large screen, he'll type a large story. Each and every time, it's random, except at the very end, he types in the end. He takes his story out. He doesn't really like it. He crumbles it up, throws it away, and that's it for the night.
All right, this is great. So I mean, this is getting worse now. Nobody's going to.
Crazy bit of business there. I don't know if you
Throws
saw
it
that
away.
there.
And that's it for the night.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. Hey, Banjo. Thank you very
This is
much.
great. So I mean, this is getting worse now. Nobody's going to get any work done, right? They're going to watch Snoopy dancing, watch him writing these stories.
Well,
and
it
so
does
on.
have some functional value.
It's a lot
it's a screensaver.
It's a screensaver. All right, thanks a lot.
It's
Let's
a
take a
lot
look
of
at
fun.
what
It's a
Jim has over here
screensaver.
with Asymmetrics, and I guess you guys jumped onto the Jurassic Park bandwagon and licensed dinosaurs for
That's right.
screensavers. huh?
We've brought entertainment from the big screen to the computer
Dino
screen.
Savers.
All right, show me how I use
Edmonds
Jurassic
from
Park screensavers.
As a
I'm going to bring up
Matrix
the
here.
Jurassic Park configuration dialog, and from within this, I can configure my entire system for Jurassic Park: screensavers, wallpapers, system sounds, and password protection. We ship a variety of multimedia shows. They range from simple animations to full-fledged multimedia shows with sounds and graphics. I'll go ahead and preview one here that's something you might see if you were to take a tour of Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And these images are all from the movie. They incorporate sounds from the movie.
Okay, so this I remember this scene. Let's listen.
One of the earliest carnivores, we now know Dilophosaurus is actually poisonous, spitting its venom at its prey.
Okay, so we're inside the
Omar,
little
thank
van
you very much.
here.
Sorry, I'm just trying to...
You may have saw that coming.
Yes, I figured that
I'm
was
missing
coming.
this
All right, what else
Jurassic
can we
Park thing
take
here
from
because I'm
Jurassic
trying to
We have
fucking use
wallpaper, system sounds, password
tablet to
protection.
control
Most
the,
password protection standard on most
Yeah.
screensaver
The
products, but
volumes.
we can play a little animation with ours as well.
1 second here.
You didn't say the magic word.
Oh,
When that
say
gets
it
really
that.
annoying, you can just
Hello,
go back to
Newman.
standard password.
Here's the magic word. And it's your man Newman from Seinfeld.
You didn't say the magic word.
And with ours
And
as
Stu
well.
finds that amusing as well, although he's still scraping the skin off his fucking thumb.
You didn't say the magic word.
And when that gets really annoying, you can just go back to standard password protection.
Okay.
Dialogue clips and sound effects from the movie. You can configure them to system events like Windows Startup.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It's a great way to start your day.
Right.
And a variety of film scenes from the movie that you
A
can set
great
as
way
your,
to start your
wallpaper
day with that,
background.
is it?
And Startup.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It's a great way to
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
start your day.
Right.
And a variety of film scenes from the movie that you can set as your wallpaper background. And these are real stunning images.
Sure, remember those.
One of my favorite things about this program is an interface we developed based on feedback we got from our kids. I have 2 daughters, and they will play this.
Literally from your kids.
That's
you mean,
right.
Okay.
They'll play this program
Itty
forever.
Boo, thanking you. And Bob Hoskins loves Mars Bar. Thank you very much.
They'll just play the shows over and over again. So, we
you just
developed
click
And
on one
Hey
of those buttons
Banjo.
to call up a scene.
right. It's a graphical user interface
Oh, so
with
there's
big
a map
buttons.
of the park.
It's kind of a game board.
Game
and
board.
Again, we have these shows that they really tell a story, and the kids just seem to love them.
Huh. I mean, it's a sort of a game, right? You're talking about the kids playing with this stuff. This is no
It's
longer
really
a
moving beyond
screensaver.
screensavers, that's
This
right.
is just stuff to play with on your. Oh, that's
That's
a lovely
right.
one.
That's right.
And you got the music actually from the movie.
That's
too.
right. We've licensed and included the music from the movie.
It's hard to tell what's a TV, what's a movie, what's a computer anymore, huh?
right.
Jim,
Fucking
thanks a lot.
hell.
Thank you.
All right, another way that familiar pictures get onto your computer screen is through clip art collections.
And
Clip
it's
art
just,
packages
sorry,
are
I'm
growing just
annoyed
about
that
as fast
I don't have the sound. You know, the fucking Tonight at 9 on Dispatch's ominous drone sound, which is a staple of these streams because I spend 50% of the streams zooming in on the faces with that noise. And I don't have the noise available to hand. It's a real poor fucking bit of presentation on my part. I'm sorry about that. I know that there might be a few people who just want to see that. But I'm going to move the desk up here and stand up here because I feel as though the energy just sat down is not here. I'm going to put this right up. Maybe it's a good thing you don't have it, says Johnson Labs. I don't know about that. Sometimes it really helps get me into the zone, you know? I could spend probably 20 minutes fucking doing that. Chaos theory. Yeah, Tonight at 9 on Dispatch is the man who lost his mind sound effect. Fucking, where did I? Maybe it's down here. This cable. If I put this cable into this, then it should give me some power. Have to restart the fucking thing. Restart that. Put
The
Stu back on.
screensavers. We visited one graphics house that relies heavily on the new clip art collections.
The graphic designers at Rucker Huggins pride themselves on the uniqueness
Rucker
of their digital
Huggins.
art. Most of their illustrations are original work. However, they have found a way to incorporate clip art into the design process. Hal Rucker says it's a real time saver during the initial creative meeting with a client.
We don't want to spend a lot of time making each one beautiful. We just want to get it out in front of them.
Wow.
Clip art can be
Yeah,
valuable
and I can
because
do this. This is another staple for me, being able to do this during fucking interviews with people and to move like that. Can't move like that when I'm in a seat.
if we have an idea that uses a telephone somewhere.
Liam Rogers, thank you very much. Any thoughts on the Resident Evil 4 remake releasing? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It'll be funny to tackle it on stream. It's going to go. We'll do it on release. I'm saying it here and now. We'll do it on release. And Horrific Dino Necktie, thank you very much. And Connor Ham, thank you very much.
Somewhere we can just throw in a clip art telephone.
And people dissing this guy's haircut. It's a great haircut. He's got a great hairline. It's thick. It's frivolous. And it's funky.
Spending time drawing our own. And then if the client really likes the idea and he says, yeah, let's go with this, then we'll go back to the drawing board or the computer and draw our own telephone in a style that's appropriate for our total design.
A clip art outline of the state of California is the starting point for this design, which is then enhanced and embellished using a program called Add Depth. This is a selection from Teamaker's new.
I think we have it. I think we have it here. Oh, beautiful. So that's that noise, and then we have that. Thank God. It's all we want. It's all I wanted.
Selection called Click Art, which Rucker Huggins will use as part of the design for the product box. They begin with the basic shape, then embellish it using Adobe Illustrator and Painter.
We were able to do some really fun tricks that are unique to Painter, which is we could add a texture to the background so it looks like it's on a cracked stone surface. And then we could add a lighting effect to that, so it looked like there was a beam of light going across that cast a shadow. And it was a very easy way to create a fairly dramatic design. And that all started with click art. And that illustration was going to be used on the click art package.
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Jonelle Patterson.
And now
Whether
we
it's
have
clip
bots.
art, screensavers.
And now the bots are in town. Let me get rid of these fuckers. I think they can come in here with their 69mega.com bullshit. You've gone one step too far. You're gone. How do they keep replicating? I don't need to see them.
Screens are certainly more interesting to look at these days. Here to show us some other ways to put pretty pictures on our screens are David Chang from Spinnaker, also with
Dahi Chang.
Nana Kuo from Microsoft, and over there we have Martine Edwards from Access Softtech. All right, David.
Soft Tech.
Let's begin with you, and we've been looking at pictures that people are using kind of for fun, you know, with screensavers and wallpaper and that kind of stuff. Some people want to put pictures in the computer and actually use them inside newsletters or documents and so on. That's what you have, right?
Right. What we have here is PFS Power Album. It includes 1,000 pieces of clip art.
David Chang here from Sipnaker Software.
In Windows Meta file format, and you can also add your own clip art, scans, drawings, and more.
All right, let's take a look at what's in your library. It says 1,000 pictures, and how's this organized?
Thank you very much on line
we
one.
tried to maintain a photo album metaphor.
And Connor Ham and Jeff Goldbar. Look at these amazing clip art technological advancements that were made at the behest of humanity. It has to be said, I really do emphasize humanity on that. Look at the situational scenarios here. And you got to imagine what life is like back then, 93, going into the office and coming up with some of these pictures, some shit-hot artwork. And the graphic designers who made them were probably on fucking bundles of money per clip.
Here. So we have pages that you can turn to view more images.
Just looking at the thumbnails of the pictures you have, and there's tabs on the right of the categories. Huh?
Right.
So I could
click
on, say, high-tech, for example, and see your images. Okay.
Right.
What else? Just show me a couple of these categories here, because they're kind of nice.
Objects.
They're kind of nice. Just a quick glimpse of what you reckon is kind of nice. Some of these, there's a ball for sports, a baseball. You've got a basketball. Now, these would really bring to life a Microsoft Word document. They would really boost up the presentational style of the Word document you were making. and just give it that extra bit of fucking glitz and glam. You know, if you saw that on a CV, you'd get hired. In '93, it was a different time back then. You know, if you wanted to get that job as a swimming instructor at the local leisure centre, you knew that even if you didn't have the fucking skills to pay the bills, if you put one of these fucking bad boys in next to your resume or the list of previous employers and such, then you were getting that fucking job. Likewise, if you wanted to be a soccer leg, if you were going for the job of soccer, just a disembodied leg kicking a soccer ball, that's all you'd need, man. And you were playing for fucking DC Galaxy United alongside Pele and Beckenbauer and all those fucking fat cats. And I don't know what that is. You have a hurdler.
Categories here because they're kind of nice.
Objects.
Mm-hmm.
People.
All right, now one of the problems in a
Objects, people. And a big, big shout out and a thank you very much to Anaconda G. Thank you very much, Anaconda G there. Very, very kind of you, Tom.
Very, very kind of Anaconda G. Thank you very much. And a big shout out as well to Sexbot Online. Thank you very much.
clip art collection is finding the one you want. You don't know exactly what's in here. Now I think you can do like keyword searches for these pictures, can't you?
That's right. Each of the images included with Power Album have been described with keywords. So to find a bunch of similar images, I can go to the find function.
All right, so suppose, I'm looking for, I'm doing a newsletter on our meeting and I want a graphic that says meeting. Can I just say, give it the word meet or meeting?
Right, let's type in meet.
Okay.
And go to find all. And what Power Album will do was go through the entire album and find all those images that have the word meet.
And so it's created a meet section for me, or meeting section for me now.
Wow, type in meet, and this is what you get.
They're called found.
Right, the ones it found.
So that you can compare all the different images together and find the one that really suits your
application.
application.
So pick one that I'd put in my newsletter, say that guy over there.
Let's try that one. Now to get a graphic from Power Album into your application, simple matter of going to the...
Gotta hand it to Chang. He's fucking doing the business. I had my doubts at first. But Chang is sending the fucking ball into space with this clip art selection. And well done. In the future. He's got a fan from the future here.
Copy the image into the Windows clipboard.
Okay, so really copy and paste as we would in any other Windows application.
Right. Going to another application.
Wow. Seminar on Emerging Technology. One of the first tenets of being a leader is to focus our attention on the needs of the customer. When we innovate for innovation's sake with secondary regard to customer need, we end up with products that fail. I can't read the rest of it there, but I'll read the rest of this here in that style again. New directions, satisfaction and performance. Measuring performance in today's workplace is a complicated task. There are a multitude of variables that must be considered when providing a fair, unbiased, and legal review. Exceptional care must be taken to develop.
So we're in WindowWorks right.
Yeah, and tenants, I want to know is it not tenants? Because they fucking wrote TENANTS. Now that to me means somebody is lodging is their tenant and you're the landlord. Is it not tenants like fucking Christopher Nolan's Tenet? Am I right in saying this, guys? Am I right in saying that they're wrong here? Might be an American thing. Okay. Do you know, I'm willing to accept that they spell the word color without the U in it. I'm willing to accept that they say, I'm willing to accept that the Americans will say aluminum instead of aluminium. But what I won't accept tonight, here and now, is that they take the word tenet and they put a fucking N into it and an A as well and change the definition entirely. I'm not going to accept that.
Right now.
Right. Go and click and paste.
Mm-hmm.
And there you have it.
Okay, and it's called Power Album from PFS.
Right.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, let's take a look at now Microsoft Scenes, Nana. And I guess these are the 3 packages over here. And just tell me briefly what's inside these.
Okay, we have the Sierra.
Lovely hand gesture there. It was a seance.
Nana.
Kind of, it's
and I guess these are the 3
Ouija
packages.
board. A Ouija board. A Ouija board. Look at this here. We got any sweet music for this hand gesture here? Let's see if we have any sweet music. That's as sweet as we can go here. Stu's fucking... what's he summoning from that technology there? Stu put his hand over the fucking mystery screensaver software package and tried to summon the evil demon of the software realm. A screensaver demon that would grace 1,000 screens from now until eternity.
And just tell me briefly what's inside these.
Okay, we have the Sierra Club collection, which is basically the photographs from the Sierra Club calendars that we're all very familiar with. We have the Impressionist collection, Impressionist, Post-Impressionist paintings.
Right.
Outer space, photographs from NASA and observatories around the world.
And how many are in each of the
There
collections?
are 48 photographic images in each collection, in each box.
All right, so show me what these look like on the...
A text message from my cousin there. If we've got him there.
Oh, yeah, Francis, it's me, your cousin, Doyle McManus. We've reason to believe that you were in cahoots with the fucking cartel. Is that what you're at all day, is it? Sitting on your fat arse, playing the fucking cartel station. Yeah, you're desensitizing the masses to the global homeless agenda.
What?
We know well that you're fucked. We're gonna get a hold of you. If you want to know any more information, I suggest you call me back or ring the guards, because they'll fucking tell you everything you need to know about me.
Fucking hell. That was a bit much. Tom, were you watching that?
I was, yeah. Sickening. That's Doyle, is it?
I don't know, but it was a fucking aggressive tone. And they said that I was fucking in cahoots with the cartel and they're fucking the cabal.
I don't mind him. Don't mind him.
And we'll carry on with this.
Outer space, photographs from NASA and observatories around the world.
And how many are in each of the
There are
collections?
48 photographic images in each collection, in
All
each
right,
box.
All right, so show me what these look like on the computer screen. What are we looking at
Okay,
right
well,
now?
actually, right now we're looking at one of the pictures from the Outer Space collection. Just went into the Sierra Club collection, and it's in random
Thank
flavor.
you
right now
very
it's just
much
automatic.
there, Monty Don and... yeah, I won't say that word. It was a swear word that made it through. Thank you very much.
Play cycling
Yeah,
through
just
some of these pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Another from the Sierra
And more
Club.
Sierra Club stuff. Let's just take a look at these because they're so pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can use these as screensavers or wallpaper,
Yes,
right?
both.
All right, show me the interface and show me
All
how I
right.
would pick these pictures and put them inside my application. Oh, there's a gorgeous
Oh, yeah.
impressionist one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, all right. As a screensaver, you can choose
Thank you,
which
Doyle.
picture sets you're going to cycle through,
Okay,
or all
so
the
they're
above.
the 3 sets you were showing me.
The different transitions, how the pictures are going to change
Cuts,
between each
dissolves, wipes, etc.
Exactly.
So I can do that.
when the screensaver should come on, like after you haven't been typing for 5 minutes or more. And in this case, how quickly you want
Thanks
the pictures
again,
to
Doyle.
change. Now I've got it set so it's
We're
going as
still
fast
on
as it can.
screensavers here, and
But
there's
really,
nothing
most
much.
people will set it for 5, 10.
There's nothing innovative coming from this. I can't really feel the vibe here. Chang fucking knocked it out the park before her. I don't know what she's doing.
15 minutes, because the whole idea is to take a little breather.
Stop work, take a deep breath, look at
Yes,
pretty
calm
pictures.
down for a moment.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's stop coming now. Let's go
Okay.
back to work.
So
Let's stop calming, is it?
15 minutes, because the whole idea is to take a little breather.
Stop work, take a deep breath, look
Yes,
at pretty
calm
pictures.
down for a moment.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's stop coming now. Let's go back
Okay.
to work.
So and
right.
then we have quick starts.
She said calm down, but he said let's stop coming. I don't know what's going on there. Thanks very much. Show me the interface.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's stop coming now. Let's go
Okay.
back to work.
So
All right,
yes,
pretty
calm
pictures.
down for a moment.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's stop coming now. Let's go
Okay.
back to work.
So
All right.
then we have quick starts to cover up the important information in the
Yeah.
password to keep it covered up.
Now, one of the things that's neat about Microsoft Scenes is you can take your own photos, your own family snapshots, and get them converted into this file format, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now we sent you a bunch of pictures. And tell me how that works.
Well, basically, in each box, there is a little photo mailer that allows you to slip in your 3x5 or 4x6 prints, and you send it to a company called Genographics. Genographics is one of the world's largest slide or image processing companies around.
Is this free, or do you have to pay for this?
The first 3 are absolutely free, so that's a great deal.
Okay.
But they send you back this little folder that
We're
has
told it's a great deal.
a little diskette in it, plus your pictures.
Okay, so
get
you get
those
your
back.
pictures in the disk. You
Right.
put the floppy disk
Yep,
in the
put
machine.
it in there.
All right,
You
so
hit-
we sent you a bunch of photos from the Israel show we did a couple of months ago. And
We got to see that
you
Israel
find
show. It
those.
looks like it could be a
okay, what do you
blast.
want to do? You want to add a
Could be a nice bit of tech washing. You know, the way they say sports washing for Qatar. It might have been an Israeli tech washing exercise. And Stuart might have been on the Israeli dollar. Let's watch that one
picture
next.
set?
Let's
Fine.
put that one on next. It could be a fucking gemstone in the rough.
Here. Now you have to tell it where it is. Okay, it's on my C drive because I happen to have preloaded this.
I just thinking of Stew. Imagine loads of Stew interstitials where he's talking about how good the Israelis are.
Okay.
So to ask me, well, where did you put that? Well, I put it into my
Cron.
yeah.
Cron.
Okay. So
That's
it
what
says,
I call
great.
Computer
okay, it's
Chronicles.
installed. Now you want to see what's in there? Let's go into this preview section. Computer Chronicles
BBW 100. Fuck, no way.
installed. Now you want to see what's in.
Let's have a look. There's a folder called BBW 100. Very suspect name for a folder.
Because I happen to have preloaded this.
Okay.
So to ask
Especially
me, well,
for a
where did you
woman.
put that? Well, I
Especially for a lady to have on her C drive.
put it into my
Cron, you
yeah.
called it?
Okay. So it says great. Okay, it's installed. Now you want to see what's in there?
BBW
Let's go
100.
into this preview section. Computer
Fucking
Chronicles.
A
Yeah,
new,
this
a
looks
new
pretty
voice
good,
has
don't
entered
you?
the
I think this
head
one
and I
looks pretty
can't.
good. Let's
Okay.
decompress it. Now, it is decompressing
Can't
because there
fucking
are
get rid of
48
it.
pictures in just 3 megabytes of hard disk space. So
Mhm.
let's take a look at that so you can actually see it.
Okay, and there we were
Look at these
standing on the
pictures of
Mediterranean Sea.
Stew on the beach. Malibu Stew. Doing it smooth on the LA beach scene. And look at the fucking rig up that they've got there. Big fucking clunky McDunk Clunkerson there with the big clunk fest of a camera. He's got a pan bar. Got a massive pan bar on the top of that fucking tripod. It's a real clunker McDunkerson scenario, and he's getting all the attention down the beach.
See, in
Right,
Tel Aviv,
right,
doing what
exactly.
we call a stand-up there. And I could then
So that's Tel Aviv.
take this and turn it into a screensaver or wallpaper
Exactly.
or whatever.
Now, let's say, in fact, let's do this. Let's do it, let it go into its screensaver mode. I'm doing a quick start.
Okay.
As you see, it's going through, it's cycling again to
Right.
decompress it, and it's bringing up it looks like a Monet, water lilies, in fact. Now, one of the first things that happens when you see this, or at least when I've shown this to
Yeah.
people, is they want to know what it is that they're looking at.
Right.
So we give people, well, let's let it go through the next
All right,
one.
let's get
I
a good-
seem to really like
Look at the pants on the guy, or no pants.
Right.
Pants, but no pants.
So we give people,
What was you doing in fucking Israel with a guy with no pants on or shorts? And who's this? Look at this fella in the background as well. How bizarre. Shekel Stew, thank you very much. And it goes from a Monet painting to
well,
this.
let's let it go through the next one.
Even Stew is laughing. Stew's like, why did you put that in there? It makes me look fucking shit, man. I thought those were two arms. Do you know when the image was... I thought those were your man's arms and he was holding up a fucking rock. He was going to throw it at Stu. But it becomes clear that that's some kind of structure behind him. And are these like barbed wire? Is that like fucking... Is that the border where they're trying to keep the Palestinians out or something? And Stu's like,
All right, let's get
we're here today at the Palestinian border, where Israel's making a startup revolution.
Like that one. So, so we give people, well, let's
Can you see how I thought that was a fella that was about to throw a fucking big
So, we
boulder
give
at Stu?
people-
Do you know, before the image becomes resolutory acceptable, which is a brand new fucking phrase,
Well, let's let it go through the next one. It seemed to really like that one. So
Stu wanted that changed. Straight away, Stu wanted that changed.
let's go through one more time. Bring up another picture.
So one of your from your 3 collections here now.
Right.
Pictures. Okay,
Outer space. Okay. Oh, that went too quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
So we'll start it again.
Okay. So you made it go too quickly there. Now.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so here's a pretty one.
Calm
Okay, so we're coming with a picture,
This
and
looks
I
like
want
a-
information about this. This is
Okay.
a Gauguin, I guess.
Oh, you know what it
Whoa.
is? I didn't set it to change with the screensaver.
Okay.
Fucking it up, man. Fucked it all up. Didn't do this, didn't do that. This shows time is money. You're very lucky if Stu's gonna let you do this a third time. I wonder, will he go? Because I've seen Stu time again. He cuts it after 2 attempts.
So you set it to go with the screensaver. It decompresses, brings up an outer space shot.
All right. So
Okay.
we can find out information
Right.
about that picture.
You can first of all show its what it is, and then even beyond that,
So they're all captioned.
you can actually
and
bring in some
background.
information.
So I mean, this is more than screen.
Earth from Apollo 17. Of all the dozens of planets and moons in our solar system, only one supports life. Earth. Our planet is a delicate island of life, alone in the vast harsh sea of space. A fact that is best appreciated from afar.
Screensaver wallpaper. I
Yes.
mean, you could be studying Impressionist art or studying
Yes.
space pictures or
Yes,
whatever.
and it's all in bite-sized chunks, so you're not overwhelmed
Space pictures.
by it.
That's really nice. Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to turn now to full motion video screensavers, I guess, Martine?
Yes.
And tell me about this. Is called
FMV, full motion video.
Matinee, and tell me what this is.
Well, it's a full motion video screensaver, playing the video at 30 frames a second.
And this is Martine Edwards from Access Soft Deck.
So here we have the diskette version with 38 video clips.
Okay, so there's a diskette version and a CD-ROM version?
Correct,
And
yeah.
38 on the diskette version, how many on the CD-ROM version?
250.
Okay, and show me how I would decide which ones
That
to
looked
put. What is
rubbish
this?
then.
This
Did you
is
see that?
the
It was
editing
rubbish.
room part of it, huh?
Correct, yes. And up here we have the movie library, where we can preview clips.
So you just click on one of those clips.
Funny chimp movie, funny chimp MPEG 4, MPEG.
And we see, okay, that's a cute one. Let's look at a
It was a cute one, says Stu.
couple of these.
And then here we have our storyboard, and we just drag the clips down to our
JBP, thank you very much.
storyboard that we want.
So can we preview some? Yeah, that's
Sure.
the lips clips, and what else do we have?
Lips, you've got
Okay, little cartoons.
another cartoon, you've got
All
a
right,
chimp, you got
I
and-
love the
lips.
cartoons.
Yeah, what else?
What else?
Uh-huh.
Finger
Scrag
flame.
here.
Okay, show me another one.
Everyone
Yeah, the
recognizes
famous
the flying.
flying toast, if not flying toaster.
Flying toast, that's
All
a
right, so I
classic.
paste my whole movie together, and then what do I do now?
Well, we can change the
Ooh.
different playback options.
Okay.
There's password protection, of course, so you can leave your desk without the fear
Yeah.
of someone seeing
Your work?
exactly, or even if you're doing your resume at work and you don't want anyone to see.
Fake laugh.
We also
This
have
was what the idea of cool was back then, because like the technology wasn't around at the time to just juxtapose images of just that didn't have anything to do with each other against each other in a film stream. And then that was cool in the 90s, you know? The technology had arrived where you could take film footage from the fucking 1930s and then put that with a cartoon and then some modern MTV shite of lips. And people thought that was cool. And then some people with no taste, I believe, still do, because you find that on the RTE2, Network 2 interstitial idents, where it's just like a picture of fucking a dog and then a man on a roller coaster and then like a turd on a floor and then someone drinking. It's just, they've just a bombardment of fucking random images, and like that's what's used. And I already went off on them earlier on for the music that they play on the RTE player for the World Cup instead of playing adverts. But another bugbear is that kind of stuff where it's like, just make some
My whole
better
movie
fucking
together, and then what do we
idents.
do
You
now?
had better idents probably in the late 90s, early 2000s, but they've gone backwards in my opinion.
well, we can
They've gone
of
backwards
course.
and they're
We
pandering.
also my favorite against that. So then we can either wait for our screensaver to come up.
So we created our little movie, and now we can get to watch it here.
Exactly.
So this is the TV. Ooh, that's a horrible
Yeah.
scene we added at the end. So this is the TV screen version, but then it'll automatically go into screensaver mode,
Right. Otherwise, it wouldn't really
which
be a
is
screensaver.
which it's doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fun, real motion
Yeah.
video. Now, do I need a really complicated PC to support this?
No, actually, this is my home computer when I have it home. You do need a 38620, Windows 3.1, and a 256 color display.
Martine, if I have my own videos, can I add them into your matinee screensaver?
Someone's just said Aisling B and Marie from Breaking Bad. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I still, the pleasure of watching Breaking Bad, it's still there for me. I've only seen the first ever 2 episodes. I can't wait to watch the entirety of that. It's all ahead of me. Do you know when people say, I wish I could watch it for the first time? Well, I am one of those people who has still not seen Breaking Bad, and it's meant to be one of the best. Up there with Sopranos. I've still got to watch it. So, just a little moment for me there to say, I bet you wish you were me. Thank you very much there, Ralph Stiegels, for the tip there.
56 color display.
Martine, if I have my own videos, can I add them into your matinee screensaver?
Absolutely. If you have any AVI clips, which is the video for Windows Standard, you can copy them right into your matinee directory, and they'll play as the other matinee clips.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's our look at screensavers, etc. Stay tuned now for this week's computer news on Random Access.
I hope the Israel episode isn't going to be a letdown, but I think it could be potentially a letdown.
In the Random Access file this week, Dell
Janelle Stelson's after you.
Computer says it will no longer sell computers through retail stores. Instead, Dell plans to expand its direct order business. But if you still want to purchase a Dell machine at CompUSA or Sam's Club, the PCs will be available until the current inventory runs out. In a bid to win operating system market share, Apple has announced that System 7.5 will be available this summer. New features include Apple Guide, which leads you through a task one step at a time using on-screen clues like arrows and red circles. Apple is claiming that Microsoft's much-awaited new version of Windows, known as Chicago, will mimic System 7.5. Chicago is scheduled to ship at the end of the year. And on a sad note, we must report the death of industry leader.
This is a moment right here. Look, this is Gary Kildall. And we're reporting there. This is the first time we've seen a report on it.
Gary Kildall. Gary created the early operating system CP/M and founded Digital Research. He also co-hosted Computer Chronicles for several years. WordPerfect Magazine and WordPerfect for Windows Magazine are going online August 1st. The magazines will provide users with access to articles, macros, and archives. They'll also let you communicate with other readers and editors. WordPerfect says the publications will be available on CompuServe, America Online, and Ziff Davis Interactive's Interchange. Going online can save you money on your long-distance bill. Several phone companies have been using CompuServe to give out free prepaid telephone cards good for calls in the U.S. So where do you find the free phone time? Check under Go Telecards. The World Cup Games featured the largest telecommunications network ever assembled for a single sporting event. Sprint, EDS, and Sun Microsystems teamed up.
Name that player. Is that a USA player, is it? Don't remember if they scored many goals. That's not Germany they're playing, is it?
EDS and Sun Microsystems teamed up to support the more
Dooley! And it's a real hotshot goal from Dooley.
More than 7,000 journalists covering the games and provide information to soccer fans worldwide.
Who's the other
More
player?
than 7,000 journalists covering the games and provide
information. That's a goal from Dooley.
To soccer fans worldwide via online services. If you must miss the collision of comets with Jupiter this month, you don't have to wait until the next millennia to see it happen again. Stella Navigator for Windows is programmed with 45,000 fixed stars and can reproduce events that are difficult to observe from Earth. The software can also work with various telescopes for the Sirius stargazer. And finally, it was not your average June wedding that took place at last month's PC Expo in New York City. Cassandra Lehman and Chris Thorne became the first couple to tie the knot in cyberspace. The ceremony used ISDN technology to link the couple with a judge who presided from Santa Clara, California. The wedding took place at Symantec's booth with help from Pacific Bell and Compression Labs. Cassandra and Chris decided to actually travel to their honeymoon destination of Greece rather than see it over ISDN lines. And that is it for this week.
Fucking ISDN priest.
The ceremony
Right there,
used
look. You got me off there.
Tonight at 9 on Dispatches. The ISDN priest.
ISDN technology to link the couple with a judge who presided from Santa Clara, California. The wedding
Actually,
took place
don't-
at
I didn't have
Symantec's booth
anything
with help from
for that
Pacific
then,
Bell
actually.
and Compression Labs.
Didn't have anything for that.
Cassandra and Chris decided to actually travel to their honeymoon destination of Greece rather than see it over ISDN lines. And that is it for this week's Computer Chronicles. I'm Janelle Stelson.
Janelle Stelson that for you. This Pentium PC straight into it. We're gonna watch the Israel episode, but let's just see Stu's intro here. It could be fantastic. Could be very loud as well. Let's turn that down a notch or two. Just trying to guess what he's gonna say here when the roller coaster goes around a loop and then it pans out, zoom out to Stu. What's he gonna say? I'm here at a modern theme park. Power. It's about Pentium PCs, so power maybe. Pentium power, is it? New tech. We've got a few suggestions there. Brooklyn says new technology sometimes throws you for a loop. Where Intel are gaining pace. Looking for anything else. Sometimes the internet can feel like a roller coaster. It's good, but it's not right because 93 still wouldn't have heralded in the internet era. Look to the horizon. Let's see. The word loop has to be in there. Loop or ride has to be in there. Fun definitely has to be in there. It's a long. I was thinking, where is Stu? Where is he? There he fucking is. There he is.
Tonight at 9 on Dispatches. The Roller Coaster Man. Abe's Odyssey.
Somebody there has said Abe's Odyssey head on him. The Abe's Odyssey head on him. Thank you very much, Schultz, for your tip. Abe's World.
This is Top Gun, the world's newest and fastest roller coaster here at Great America in Santa Clara, California.
This is Top Gun! Sorry, I'm not even on the screen there. And just as we're having fun there, the bots have come into town to play their little stupid games again. Let me fucking take these fuckers down. Take these fucking assholes down. 69mega.com flame emoji. Fill life with emotions, find love. Right. Okay, that's that. Vanquished. I can take down the boost I made in the original episodes there.
This is Top Gun, the world's newest and fastest roller coaster here at Great America in Santa Clara, California. Its sheer speed and power makes your heart beat a lot faster.
Speed and power.
But also here in Santa Clara, just across the road there, is the Intel Corporation.
Intel Corporation.
This is Top Gun, the world's newest and fastest roller coaster here at Great America in Santa Clara.
It's 13. If we go to 13, and we there we can keep on replaying that.
This is Top Gun. This is Top Gun. This is Top Gun, the world's newest and fastest roller coaster here at Great America in Santa Clara, California. Its sheer speed
and somebody in the chat there, Wonky Kong, says, I rode that Top Gun roller coaster. Sounds like you had a blast.
Power makes your heart beat a lot faster. But also here in Santa Clara, just across the road there, is the Intel Corporation, where they're making the Pentium microprocessor. Its sheer speed and power will make your computer beat a lot faster. Today, we'll take a look at the...
That doesn't sound correct, does it? The sheer speed and power will make your computer be a lot faster. Me fail English?
The road there is the Intel Corporation, where they're making the Pentium microprocessor. Its sheer speed and power will make your computer beat a lot faster. Today, we'll take a look at
beat. Beat. Okay, yeah, right. Get you.
Ups and downs of the new Pentium PCs on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by Intel, microprocessor technology for the software of today and tomorrow. Intel, the computer inside. Additional funding is provided by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. And by Hewlett-Packard, Personal Computer Division.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee.
Liquid again.
Well,
we're going into this. We were meant to watch the fucking Israel episode, okay?
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee, and with me today is Ken Lowe, Principal Microcomponents Analyst with DataQuest. And you specialize in this chip stuff, Ken. And first of all, show us the Intel Pentium chip.
Okay, we'll look at the Israel one because it could be fucking something new. Let's have a look. High-tech Israel. Could be shit, though. Wow, here we go. Some tech washing. The sands of time here, look. Philosophy stew. According to ancient scriptures, these lands were first inhabited by the Jews. They have a stake in the claim to the land, and it's rightfully theirs. I haven't been paid to say this.
According to local sources, this was the site of the original Silicon Valley, here along the Mediterranean coast of Israel, where about 5,000 years ago, the Phoenicians first used silicon to manufacture glassware. Well, there's a different kind of Silicon Valley growing up in Israel these days, with large American computer companies like Microsoft, Intel, and IBM running major R&D centers here, and innovative Israeli companies exporting leading-edge computer software products. Today, we visit the high-tech center of the Middle East on this special edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by Intel, microprocessor technology for the software of today and tomorrow. Intel, the computer inside. Additional funding is provided by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. And by Hewlett-Packard, Personal Computer Division.
Wow, it's an incredible opener which harks back to the olden days of Computer Chronicles. That is to say, 2 men, 1 desk, 1 computer monitor, an array of gadgets, gizmos, and toys, and then a light fade up.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles.
And a liquid intro.
I'm Stuart Chaffee, and with me today is Dan Vilnai, President of Computer Access Technology Corporation. Dan, you and your partner are Israelis who have come here to California. You formed a company called...
So we're in California now.
...called CATC to develop and market this access bus technology. What is it?
Access bus is a communication protocol that allows you to connect multiple devices to a single port on the computer. For example,
so
here
we have,
see
3 mice?
What was that? There was gesturing there. Was that a secret fucking coded message
computer.
there when he went
For
like
example,
this?
here
we have
you see,
3 mice?
2 mice, 1 trackball that are connected through the access bus port.
So there's really just one wire going into this machine.
That's right. And each one of these devices controls a different cursor on the screen, so you can have multiple people.
And now you say you've had plug and play. I can actually plug in a 4th input device without rebooting or reconfiguring.
Exactly.
And it'll know what's going on.
Try it.
I will try it. That's a 4th one. I'm plugging this trackball. And hey, there's my 4th guy over there. Pretty good. All right, what's the deal on the keyboards then?
Let's go
okay, let's see. I've got control right now, I guess.
Don't understand what they're doing here.
Okay, so I'm running the computer over here.
Right.
In
Now
Israel episode, they're in California. I'm not understanding what's going on here. I thought we were going to see a lot of Israel stuff, and also we had shots of Stu on the beach in Tel Aviv and all that.
It's not plugged in, and I do want to plug it in, so I go on and I plug it in.
And there are you.
I have my own window, and
I have mine. We're both working on the same machine at the same time.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. What are this is the board over here?
Yeah, this is the board that is the heart of the access bus in this machine. It's an add-on board
This
for
is
the
USB,
PC.
is it?
The second board is a similar product for the Sun workstations, and it brings access bus to the Sun workstation.
What's the application of this technology? I know you can plug up to 120 different input devices into one little 386. How would you use that?
Right. It's input and output devices, and you can use it in education, probably in a classroom environment.
Every student with his own keyboard?
Exactly, or in simulations and games. You can use it in CAD/CAM, in data acquisition. You can use it in point of sales.
Okay.
The list is endless.
Thank you. All right, today we will travel to the Middle East to explore the computer industry in Israel and find out why so many American computer companies are doing business there.
A significant number of the really incredible developers we had hired were saying to us that they wanted to go back to Israel and work there.
This was Fall Comdex 1992, where the featured international attraction was the Israeli Resources Forum, Israeli computer companies trying to make deals with American partners. But Microsoft had already made its deal. 2 years ago, Gates decided to follow some of his Israeli engineers and to set up shop here in Haifa on the Mediterranean coast. Haifa is one leg of the Israeli high-tech triangle, stretching east to Jerusalem and south to Tel Aviv.
In the triangle of Haifa, Jerusalem, and Tel Aviv, I think there are nearly as many computer scientists as practically as in Silicon Valley, maybe second to Silicon Valley in Route 128 in Boston.
With jobs hard to get in the Silicon Valley these days, many Israeli engineers who were working at American computer companies have decided to come back to Israel, where there are now 2,000 vacancies for software engineers. One of the returning engineers was Microsoft's Yaron Shamir, but he decided to bring along Microsoft with him.
I came back to Israel and learned a little bit, how much do you rent for a square meter? What will it cost the average engineer? Got some previous experience from people at Intel and others, IBM and others, and brought that back as data. And after 2 or 3 months, we sat in a meeting with Bill Gates.
How lazily he's treating the interview. Just couldn't give a fuck. Yeah. In 2 or 3 weeks, we made the money back.
Back as data.
This is data.
And after 2 or 3 months, we sat in a meeting with Bill Gates, and they made the decision to try it out.
The Israeli engineers here at Microsoft are working on major projects, among them developing a migration path for OS/2 users so they can be talked into switching to Windows NT. The current version of NT lets you migrate text from OS/2, but what you see here is a full graphical migration of Excel that lets you run OS/2's Presentation Manager graphical user interface under Windows NT. Another product of the Israeli engineers is Win32s, which lets you run 32-bit applications under Windows 3.1. And the Israeli team is also working on Cairo, Microsoft's code name for the next version of Windows NT. The first company to set up shop in Israel was
going to be
Intel.
a stew piece to camera.
Back in 1974. In fact, Intel was supposed to open up here in 1973, but the Yom Kippur War forced a one-year delay. Intel now has over 1,200 employees in Israel, and they've been responsible for several major Intel products.
The product line of
Kornhauser is after you. Fucking Kornhauser, man. Kornhauser's coming down to town tonight. Kornhauser's in town.
Matt.
He's got fucking intel on you. Don't tell Kornhauser. We know about him.
The coprocessors from the 8087 going into 8187, 8287, and then into
Children of the Kornhauser.
The 387 that was developed here also.
All of the work here at Intel Israel involves VLSI development and design, with the emphasis.
What the fuck was Kornhauser saying then? 87, 87, 81, 87.
The product line of math coprocessors from the 8087 going into 8187, 8287, and then into 8387 that was developed here also.
All of the work here at Intel Israel involves VLSI development and design, with the
classic Kornhauser
emphasis on product testing and quality and reliability engineering. The equipment here is state-of-the-art. In this E-beam lab, the engineers are conducting failure analysis tests on a new cache controller.
It's hilarious that was the best 15 seconds they got of the interview. There was Mr. Burns saying, we did 38 takes of that, and that was the best one.
Yeah. This is the main computer control center at Intel. Since it's a climate-controlled sealed room, this also doubled as the chemical bomb shelter during the Iraqi Scud raids on Israel in the days of the Gulf War.
The Iraqi Scud raids on Israel during the Yom Kippur, the Iraqi war. Iraq. They're talking about Iraq 1, not Iraq 2. Iraq Harder, or Iraq Attack, as it was known in the States.
One Scud missile did fall just a few yards from the Motorola headquarters here in Tel Aviv, but the engineers at Motorola seemed to take it all in stride.
They took a Scud in stride.
Well, when you do business across the world as a global company, you cannot worry about things like that. You just have to assume that you can manage and do your work, and when a problem arises, you know how to solve it.
The Motorola team in Tel Aviv is working on the Power PC chip and on new 68,000 series chips. They are also doing work on this digital signal processing controller, which will go into a new optical disk drive. Motorola is the biggest American employer in Israel with over 3,000
Thank you very
employees.
much, Ashfeld.
Motorola does everything here from design and development to production and manufacturing using the latest state-of-the-art equipment. IBM is also here in Israel. In fact, IBM not only does engineering and design work here, it is the biggest purchaser of Israeli computer technology, accounting for more than half of Israel's $250 million technology exports. In the past, most of Israel's business deals were the result of politics. Some businesses boycotted Israeli companies, and others
that
did
chunky
business
dude then. It was a chunky dude.
with Israelis because of a Jewish connection. Boycotted Israeli companies, business deal, $1 billion technology exports. In the past, most of
Fucking chunky funk blaster. We got any boogaloo music there for a chunky funk blaster? Any fucking boogaloo music at all? No, nothing. Maybe some. It's the best we've got. Chunky funk blaster.
politics. Some businesses boycotted Israeli companies, and others did business with Israelis because of a Jewish connection. But according to IBM, all that has changed now.
I believe that both Zionism and the anti or the Arab boycott effect are much weaker today. We are beyond it. Today, the Israeli supplier is evaluated by
Zionism's after you.
its technology. It's evaluated what American companies who are coming to Israel are really looking at their own economics, and I think that's the right way to look at it.
At the IBM R&D Center in Haifa, they did most of the work on the new IBM Windsurfer board, a multifunction communication center all on one expansion board. It features a programmable DSP chip so it can be upgraded via software.
Thank you very much.
With the newest version of the Windsurfer board, you can turn your PC into a complete duplex voicemail system. The major contribution of the Israeli engineering team was the M-Wave speech processing algorithm, which allows you to speed up or slow down speech without pitch degradation or distortion.
This is a demonstration of the Haifa Research Group M-Wave speech processor.
Digital is another major player here in Israel. This is the Semiconductor Engineering Group. They are doing work on the Alpha chip, on new CAD tools, and on graphics and network chips. The digital team uses the latest high-level behavioral language for designing chips. The engineers basically define the functionality they want, and the actual design is done automatically using new computer-aided layout and design tools. One problem the Israeli engineers have is their obligation to the Israeli army. Everyone has to spend 1 month a year on Army Reserve duty. But even here, the Israelis use their technology to overcome that obstacle.
Well, we have laptops, we have cellular phones, we tap into our network to that. We try to be in constant touch. Actually, every engineer that goes from here to the army, if he is really on a critical part, will get communication, the communication facilities with him so that we can minimize the impact.
Digital not only has its own semiconductor engineering group here, but it is also a partner with the government in a new venture called Negev Software Industries. These are Russian engineers working in the middle of the Negev desert. One of the reasons the Israeli computer industry has blossomed over the past few years has been the influx of over 150,000 Russian engineers who have left the former Soviet Union. The Russians are working for virtually every major Israeli computer company.
A lot of the new immigrants who we've had recently who've come to the country are very, very skilled, and they were the ones who came from Russia, very skilled in building software using very poor tools.
Using Pro Tools. Fucking, they making music, are they? Are they on the Pro Tools day and night, are they? Hall side. What about poolside? Did they ever get poolside, hall side?
Because they sent rockets to the moon, skilled in building software using very poor tools. Because they sent rockets to the moon, they managed to build nuclear weapons, and they did everything that was done everywhere else in the world, only they had reasonably primitive software tools. You bring these people to a country like Israel.
Is he Scottish or is he Israeli?
Managed to build nuclear weapons, and they did everything that was done everywhere else in the world, only they had reasonably primitive software tools. You bring these people to a country like Israel and give them very, very modern software tools and become very, very productive very, very quickly.
And the Russians are not only good, they're inexpensive.
We are able today to squeeze out of every dollar much more R&D than any of our competitors, whether in Israel or in the States or in Western Europe.
Negev Software Industries, or NSI, was created specifically to utilize the talents of the Russian programmers. The main work here is software testing and quality control. They are also doing localization of DEC software products for foreign markets, working on migration paths for mainframe users, and developing network drivers for various DEC products. Alexander Katz is originally from Azerbaijan in the former Soviet Union, and despite being stuck now in the middle of the Negev desert, he says he doesn't feel isolated.
From the digital point of view, we're just around the clock, around the table, around the corner.
We're around the tail clock. The tail clock, man.
And despite being stuck now in the middle of the Negev desert, he says he doesn't feel isolated.
From the digital point of view, we're just around the clock. We're just around the clock. On the point of view, we're just around the clock. Around the table.
We're just around the tail clock.
Around the corner because we are connected to the local internal digital computer network with the 64 kilobit link. And from here I see...
Like that little movement of the mouth there after he said kilobit link.
Digital computer network with the 64 kilobit link. And from...
Yeah. This is nothing to us.
Here I sit exactly as I sit in Herzliya in our main office, and I can connect to everybody and talk to 50,000 different computers which are on the network.
That was nothing to him.
To 50,000 different computers which are on the network.
Look at the little facing on him there. Nothing to him. This interview was beneath him.
One of the major Israeli achievements has been growing food in the desert, and that too has been the result of Israeli technology. Coming up next, computers on the farm.
Culture 5-year.
Yeah, lovely orange grove stew. Ah, it's a beautiful image. Look at that. The fusion of man and plant. It's like a fucking scene. It's like a Renaissance painting or something. Stew and the orange. Orange stew. Look at that. Let's crop in there for a lovely bit of stew and the world. It's very Catholic. Pondering the orb. A man of machines and technology taking a moment away from the hullabaloo of the zeros and the ones to appreciate what God has created. Orange Grove stew, available now to order for Christmas. Seam of the sack, thank you very much.
For most of Israel's 45-year history,
And
the main
he's
export...
combined that scene with a classic Stewart whipped cam. Lovely. Lovely stuff. And it's unbuttoned, a shirt unbuttoned down to the third.
For most of Israel's 45-year history, the main export and the principal economic activity has been...
Tropicana Chaffee, says Brian. Zest 32 Quick Blast. Any more there? Sorry, I just want to scroll through, see if there's any equality comments there. People are giving March some praise there. I didn't see what he said. Orange stews. Orange stews, says March.
Agriculture. Successfully main export and the principal economic activity has been agriculture, successfully growing and selling fruits and vegetables. But
fruits.
Today's high-tech Israel is no longer content just selling fruits and vegetables. But today's high-tech Israel is no longer content just to sell food. They are now selling computer technology to other countries to help them grow more food on their own.
This is a kibbutz in the north of Israel. One of its main jobs is running this dairy farm. 250 cows, nearly 9,000 liters of milk a day. With limited land and limited resources, these Israeli farmers have to maximize their dairy output. And to do that, they designed a herd management and feeding system that runs on a PC. This is real-time software from a company called
Look at the ashtray. Fags galore.
That lets you manage your herd. You can monitor cow intake and output, calculate the optimum level of protein content in the feed to maximize the amount of milk production.
Manure silage, citrus peels, cotton hulls, millet, wheat, corn, silage, corn grain, cotton grain, corn strew, water, calcium, salt, vetch, alfalfa.
Produced by the cow. You can track the whole herd and calculate the most efficient time to inseminate the cows.
Kill_cow.x.
So as to minimize downtime and maximize calving. You can also analyze each cow to see who your best performers are.
Analyze your cows.
In a country where water is a scarce commodity, the management of farm irrigation is also a likely subject for Israeli technology. This is irrigation management software developed by Formula Systems, one of Israel's largest software development companies. You can not only design and monitor a complete irrigation system using this software, but you can actually operate the system, opening and closing pumps and valves, or the software can run the system on autopilot, following an intelligent design that locates problems in the system and automatically reacts with solutions. The software also has a simulation mode that lets the operator design a water distribution plan
Great GUI. It's very easy on the eye. It's nice. It's color coded. Just looks like it's fucking seamless.
That gets maximum irrigation using the least amount of water. Formula Systems irrigation management software is now being used in countries in Eastern Europe,
Auto Cow,
and in South America. One of the most successful software exporters in Israel is a company called Magic Software, located here in Tel Aviv. Their specialty is rapid software development tools designed for use by companies that are migrating.
Like, I can't see what was going. There was a lot of money going into Computer Chronicles because they never went to anywhere in the world other than Comdex in LA or maybe to Vegas. I didn't see them ever go to London or to Hong Kong or to fucking any of the emerging Far East economies and all, or Japan, like, you know, where all the stuff was going out there. But Israel, they went there, so there must have just been a big fat sack of cash thrown at them. And it was like, okay, we'll go out to Tel Aviv and see what's going on there. But these, the items they're doing, like the agriculture and that, it's just like, that's not Stu, like, that's not Computer Chronicles. He's more into gadgets and stuff.
Their applications from mainframe computers to client-server systems. Magic holds 20% of the market in Japan and is now exporting its software to 44 countries thanks to a unique development environment.
The Japanese weren't interested in pumping money to Stuart, and they had some good stuff.
In the way that Magic is, we call code-free. It enables you to develop applications without writing one line of code. And it's a very different, revolutionary methodology. We claim it's revolutionary because in all other languages, whether object-oriented or not, you have to write lines and lines and lines of code in order to develop a custom-made business application. While with Magic, all you do is fill in decision tables.
Magic has many blue-chip customers in the United States, including Dunkin' Donuts, Wells Fargo Bank, Walt Disney, Conoco, and Keyport Life Insurance. Another Israeli software company making its name in object-oriented development tools is MLL Computer Systems. Their niche is application tools for the PC.
Today, we are introducing the first real object-oriented application generator for the PC technology. There is no such a product exists today in the world. We know it, and we have started to market it, and we are going to release now a new product, the same generator under Windows, and we do believe that
a Bobby Charlton Extreme Deluxe scenario.
we will be able to sell it worldwide.
Another Israeli export success is educational software. This is the Hadassah Comprehensive School outside Jerusalem. The entire curriculum here is based on computers, and the students love it.
Well, in biology especially, you can see things. For instance, if you learn about babies, I mean, you can see the way they grow and everything. I mean, recently we learned about it. And you see all the stages as if it's really much better than just a textbook. And also, it's much more interesting, it's more colorful, it's much more useful, it's much easier.
The software they are using here is from a company called Edunetics. It was first developed in English for export to the United States and then translated into Hebrew for use at home. The software is a complete classroom package covering not only the academic subjects, but also testing, grading, and teacher administration. Logal is another Israeli company that has been successful exporting educational software to the United States. Their programs all use a proprietary software engine called the Explorer and a unique black box interface called an MBL, or microcomputer-based laboratory. The basic engine can be used to teach anything from chemistry to biology to physics, and the software can be adapted for any grade level, from elementary school to college. It's essentially a complex laboratory simulation using an algorithm developed by a Russian programmer. Logal's strategy is to get into high schools and colleges by bundling their software with textbooks.
Students right now have notebooks, they know how to use computers, and when you tie with a big publisher of scientific books, physics, mathematics, economics, you name it, you have a very big audience that is just waiting for you.
These Israeli students may be getting a good education thanks to computers, but the real trump card for Israel's high-tech industry is the training young people get in the Israeli army. Coming up next, the peace dividend.
Cheeky. Fucking hell, man. Shafee was
steady
really...
spin-off of
Look at this. I'm here at the border. I'm here at the border strip which separates Palestinians from Israelis. Computers have been used to separate people.
For decades, the Israeli army has been one of the most advanced, high-tech fighting forces in the world. And one of the benefits of that tradition has been the steady spin-off of state-of-the-art computer technology from the military into the commercial sector, especially in the areas of telecommunications and image analysis. This is a CAT scan.
It's, in a way, they're kind of saying it's kind of good that these guys are highly militaristic and whatnot, because we're getting some class
Advanced,
tech out of it.
high-tech fighting force.
We're getting some fucking sick-ass tech out of these guys.
In the world. And one of the benefits of that tradition has been the steady spin-off of state-of-the-art computer technology from the military into the commercial sector.
One of the benefits of this behind him, look.
Especially in the areas of telecommunications and image analysis. This is a CAT scan machine, the CT Twin, developed by an Israeli company called Elsin. It is the most advanced computer-aided tomography machine in the world.
Fucking hell, is that really what's going on when a CAT scan is happening? Like a spinning electromagnet. Look at that. Is that what's going on inside the casing, the shell of a CAT scan yoke? Why is it that fucking mental? You heard it.
Of telecommunications and image analysis. This is a CAT scan machine, the CT Twin, developed by an Israeli company called Elsin. It is the most advanced computer-aided tomography machine in the world, using sophisticated sensors and software to provide doctors with incredible three-dimensional, real-time pictures of a patient's internal organs.
Fucking amazing, in fairness.
In the area of imaging technology, Israel is a world leader, and that has led to cutting-edge software products in fields like optical character recognition and handwriting recognition tools. Here at Decision Systems Israel, DSI, 320 computer engineers apply the skills they learned in the Israeli army to civilian applications. DSI developed a sophisticated image processing system that was originally designed to identify targets for the Israeli Air Force. They then turned that technology into one of their newest civilian products, an automatic line officiating system for tennis.
Being able to combine or to hook together so many cameras to a single system, to control it, and to...
Originally used to kill people, now being adapted for tennis.
For tennis. Civilian for the Israeli Air Force. They then turned that technology into one of their newest civilian products, an automatic line officiating system for tennis.
Being able to combine or to hook together so many cameras to a single system, to control it, and to manage and provide information within half a second, this by itself is another subject that only companies that got some experience with military application can do it.
They've also applied their aerial surveillance technology to a new notebook computer product designed to function as a multimedia navigation guide in an automobile. And they've applied military command and control technology to this new product called EPSM, Electric Power Supply Management. This system allows the power company to read your electric meter by remote control, sending signals along existing power lines. Advanced Maintenance Systems is using its experience with the Israeli Air Force in another way. The AMS system, based on Oracle software...
Fucking hell, Stu, come on. This is bollocks.
Is
Units of stochastic algorithms.
We've got a nice Gideon here.
The secret is neural network technology.
As far as we know, we are the only one who use such pureness of stochastic algorithms. Of course, neural network has become fashionable.
Pureness? What is pureness?
Is neural network technology.
As far as we know, we are the only one who use such pureness of stochastic algorithms. Of course, neural network has become...
the only ones who use such pureness of acoustic algorithms.
Who use such pureness of stochastic algorithms. Of course, neural network has become a fashion and also a buzzword in many stochastic algorithms. As far as we know, we are the only one who use such pureness of stochastic algorithms. Of course, neural network has become a fashion and also a buzzword, and many people try to see what added value can it bring. But we started it from the core. The kernel of the product was started in the vision that it should be based on neural networks. It is not an add-on or a patch.
Ligature software is not only state-of-the-art, but it's selling for about 30% less than its American competitors. Softel is another Israeli company specializing.
We'll scan them.
Stu really fucking
which never
took the packet. He really took the brown envelope on this one. It's just it's an advert for loads of Israeli companies.
Software, which treats the input not as an image, but as a pure...
Like, I'm fine with that. Fair play to Stu for securing a nice little payday, but it resulted in a boring program.
Warfare technology to the problem of pen input. Their software resides in the operating system, so it can be used in...
I don't begrudge Stu for getting
any
handy money.
The software has 2 layers of recognition, character analysis, and then linguistic analysis. The software can read unrestrained writing, even when letters overlap or are drawn at odd angles. Israel's current strength in software technology and microprocessor design is only the tip of the iceberg here in the Middle East. The real goal of the computer industry here is to eventually utilize all the talent in this region of the world, Israeli and Arab.
Yeah, right.
Turn this region into not only a religious mecca, but a world center for computer technology.
Even at the first step, when we will have an agreement on autonomy in the West Bank and Gaza, we already foresee and we prepare ourselves for a joint development of the economies of the territory in Israel, in which we already invite investment also of Arab entrepreneurs from Arab countries or Palestinians who are abroad.
And 30 years later, how's that going, lads?
There are beginnings of interest.
How's that going now, lads?
Israel, a country famous for its past, is now focusing on its future. And one of the keys to that future is the computer industry, exports of hardware and software. But there is one wild card to Israel's high-tech future, and that is peace. For foreign investment to continue, for business confidence to thrive, Israel needs peace with its Arab neighbors. Only then will it fully realize its potential as one of the major high-tech centers of the world. For the Computer Chronicles,
they made Stu say this stuff at the end.
I'm Stuart Chaffee in Jerusalem. And will confuse exports of hardware and software. But there is one wild card to Israel's high-tech future, and that
at gunpoint. Someone's got a gun to Stu's head off camera.
That is peace. For foreign investment to continue, for business confidence to thrive, Israel needs peace with its Arab neighbors. Only then will it fully realize its potential as one of the major high-tech centers of the world. For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Stuart Chaffee in Jerusalem.
Beautiful.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by Intel, microprocessor technology for the software of today and tomorrow. Intel, the computer inside.
The computer insider.
Additional funding is provided by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software.
We'll talk to you later on.
Don't copy
Thank you
that
very
floppy.
much for tuning in. Good
And
night.
by
God
Hewlett
bless.
Packard,
And
Personal
one last
Computer
message
Division.
from my cousin Doyle here. We'll talk to you later on.
Video cassette copies
We'll
of
see you
this
later
program
on.
are
Bye-bye.
available. Computer Chronicles also publishes a companion newsletter containing details.
Oh, you Francis, it's me, your cousin again, Doyle McManus. I'm back again because we've some significant legal salacious information which has come through my fucking WhatsApp group about you. We have reason to believe that the car you're fucking driving around does not have an NCT. Or if it does, that's going to be out in a month or two. And if you don't have a fucking relevant NCT by the time that comes around, I'm going to fucking tell the guards about you and your fat arse.